Are you ready to start a new week? We are here for our arms and abs. Let me give you our setup. You want to be using the box. We'll be using it all of today, so that will be important to have. You will put it in the short position. You want to have your foot bar in the middle position. You want to have the soft ball. This is an additional prop. If you don't have it, you can use a bunched up towel. I'm using a medium size. You could also use a small size. And for our spring, most importantly, you want to have one medium spring. So if you err on heavy or light, we want to err a little bit more on a light spring for starters, okay? We're going to move quickly today through each exercise and take as little time as possible for our transitions. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So come up to seated on your box, and you're going to bring the ball in between inner thighs, so well above your knees. The arches of the feet go onto the bar. I want your feet to be about a fist width apart, so you're already strongly squeezing on that ball. Hands come to the front edge of your box. We're going to slide the hips off and forward from the box and push all the way back with the legs are straight. We're starting with a tricep dip, so this is strong to start with. We're going to lower down and lift up. So you can even slide your low back against the front edge of the box as you do this. Let's check in with our form. The elbows aim directly behind you. As you lower down, the shoulders are reaching away from the ears. All right, as you press up with the arms, push away and lift out of those hands and away from those shoulders. We're gonna go a couple more here. Give me one more. Sit all the way up onto the box, bending the knees and pulling your carriage in. Hands go back behind you, come onto your heels. We're going to lift the hips up, pressing the knees forward, keeping the carriage closed. Squeeze your ball at the top and pull your belly button backwards. We lower the hips back down, small tap to the box, and then lift up again. Inhale down, exhale, lift those hips. The carriage stays closed. And we lift and lower, and lift and lower. Firing up those glutes underneath you, but make sure you pull the belly backwards towards the spine as well at the top. Give me one more here. Good. Sit all the way back onto the box. Hands come forward to the front edge. Back onto the arches of the feet. Slide the hips off and forward. And here we are. You're going to take your arms and press straight back with the box and roll the hips up. Bring the hips back down and pull the box in behind you. And we push back in order to provide space to lift the hips. That's it. Again, always reaching away from the shoulders. This is tough. If you need to take a pause in between reps, by all means, it's your workout, so you do what you need to. All right, I'm going to pull all the way in, and we're going to quickly throw on one heavy spring. So we have one heavy, one medium. Heels up to the front edge of the box, hands on to the bar. We're in a deep squat. We're going to press back and bend in. This is a strong spring to be on. So those arms are really working to stay straight and keep the shoulders a few inches behind the wrists. That's it. Squeeze that ball in between those legs. Pull the belly in. You're almost there. Give me one more. If it's too strong of a spring, you can always adjust. Now close your carriage, sit your hips back to a hover over your box. Lift the chest and the arms up, and we're pulsing up and down. It's like 2 inches pulse. Squeeze your sit bones up. That's it. Whew. You can always bring your hands to prayer. Whew, my arms are already tired. Holding them up there. That's it. Hold them up. Here we go. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit it down. Whew. All right, guys. Take that heavy spring off. You're left with one medium like we started. Swing your legs around to the left. Grab your strap, the one that's farthest forward, into your left hand. Tuck our tail, rock behind the sit bones, and bring the knees to a tabletop position. So we're like in a little V-sit. Close up and overhead, making a little moon or sun, and open wide. Elbows are soft. Connect your feet together here. I really want you to keep the scoop of the abs. If this spring is too strong, then lower down to your extra light spring. If you don't have an extra light spring, you can hold this position and do this just with your arms free and without a strap, okay? One more. Clasp the hands, holding the strap right in front of your center. We're gonna twist right and left, keeping the knees still through the center. You're wringing out your waistband. So really pull in as you twist. That's it. And make sure you're not swinging the arms from side to side. The twist is happening in the spine. That's it, we're almost there. I'm moving us through those pauses, but remember, you can always take them whenever you need them. It's your workout, okay? Listen to your body. All right, now, your feet can come down onto the floor. You're gonna scoot your butt forward, lie your back down onto the box. Grab the strap with your right hand, left hand comes behind the head. Pull the right elbow out wide and then reach the arm for the foot bar and then pass the arm back over your belly. The ball is still in between the legs. Try and keep a gentle squeeze on the ball. Keep pulling your abdominal wall upwards and away, back and away, I should say, from the front of your waistband. Your head is forward, so your chest is folded a bit to support the weight of the head. All right, now what we're going to do, take this strap, pass your left leg through it and bring it above your knee. Ball is still in between the legs, hands behind the head. One hand can go long on your box. You're gonna straighten the legs away, bend the knees in. Straighten away, bend in. That's it. As the legs go straight away, you're resisting that strap that wants to pull you left. So really keep your left knee right underneath your front hip bone. These are tough. Breathe through it. That's it. All right, I'm gonna give myself a little hug so you can hug your knees to your chest. Keep your hand behind your head and then legs go straight up. All right, from here, we're gonna lower them straight down and up. Down and up. Only go so far down as you can keep the low back pressing into the box. If you start to come into an arch, then don't go so far down, so rein in your range of motion. Whew, getting the shakes already. All right, give me one more. You can bring it all the way in. You're gonna slightly sit up, take the ball, and put it behind your upper back. Lie back onto it, so this is keeping you propped up, and our legs are gonna go straight out at like a teaser. Arms hold onto the box in front of you, and we pull the legs to the right. So it's the left leg pushing your right leg over. Now, if your hip flexors are just hating you for this exercise, then you can bend your knees, okay? So listen to your body. Again, I don't want you to strain anything. My left hip flexor is like, no, I don't want to do this right now. That's not what I want to do. So important to listen to that. All right, giving myself a little hug. You can do the same. This is the last thing. Right hand comes behind the head. Left leg goes straight out. We bend the knee in. We lift the chest up and across towards the left knee that comes in. The right leg stays still in a tabletop position. That's it. So even though that ball's behind you, you're really trying to almost peel off the ball as you curl up and across towards the left knee that comes in. That's it. You've got it. Give me a few more. Like I said, arms and abs, right? One more. Oh my goodness. Okay, go ahead and come all the way up. Slide your leg out of that loop. Sit up onto your box facing back. Ball goes back in between the inner thighs. Scooch forward slightly. Roll back behind your sit bones. Lift your knees up into that V-sit. Thumbs up, arms straight. Open the arms wide to a T and back forward. That's all we're doing. The challenge is to keep the tuck of the tail underneath you, staying behind your sit bones, and the scoop of the low belly. So below your waistband, it should be scooping backwards, not lifting up and pushing in towards your waistband, because that would signify that you're arching in the low back. All right, come down from that. Whew, take a quick little pause, mostly me for breath. And then, same position, arms go straight forward, thumbs face in. Now we're gonna lift the arms up to the ears and reach forward. This can be challenging. You may need to drop your spring down. If you find this too much, you should have no strain in the shoulders. Think of melting your shoulders down your back as the arms lift up, okay? So we're also on a light spring to help us balance in this position. That's it. All right, go ahead and come down. Keep a hold of this other strap. We're gonna spin this way, and we're gonna repeat the other side. You wanna come back into that V-sit position, and here we go. We're making a moon overhead. Woo. This one, I get real pulled into a twist, and you may notice that your sides are different. This is a great way to help balance imbalances. So if you notice you're really being pulled into a twist, you can always bring one hand to the side of the box to kind of help steady you. Okay. All right, I'm gonna take a little pause, mostly for my hip flexors, and then we're gonna clasp our hands, keeping that strap right in front of us, coming back into that little tuck and V-sit. We're twisting left to right from the waistband up. Find your breath. Really squeeze out your center. And that's it. Okay, one more. All right, now scoot your hips forward so you can lie down onto your back on the box. Grab a hold of the strap in the left hand, right hand behind the head. Here we go. We're pulling our elbow wide, then unraveling the arm towards the foot bar, then crossing right back over our belly. Open and cross. Really lead with the elbow as you open that arm out, and careful that that shoulder stays down and away from the ear. That's it. Good. How are you guys feeling? We're almost done with this series. All right, I want you to sit it up. Quickly slip your right leg all the way through that loop up above the knee. Lie it back down, ball in between the legs, holding on to behind the head and long by the box. And we're going to straighten the legs away and bend. And straighten away and bend. There's really no movement in your carriage, but make sure that your right knee is tracking over your front hip bone. So it's not getting pulled that way towards the riser. Try not to let the belly lift as the legs straighten away. That's it. Keep it up. Give me two more. One more. Give your knees a little hug. Here we go. Legs straighten up, and we lower down and lift up. Straight legs. That's it. Remember, you can have one arm that's long by the side of the box, helping you keep that alignment. Squeezing that ball between the legs. Good. Keep your chest slightly curled forward. That will also help you find a greater range of movement as you lower the legs away. All right, take the ball out from between your legs, bring it back behind your upper back, holding on to either side of the box. Legs go up and out, and we're pulling to the left, or pushing, right? The right leg is pushing the left leg to the left. That's it. Remember, if this is really getting into the hip flexor, then you can do the same move with the knees bent. Keep the tail tucked. Keep pulling away from the waistband of those leggings. I'm gonna go to bent knees. That's it. All right, take a little pause, give yourself a hug. Left hand comes behind the head, and the right leg is gonna straighten out. Here we go. When it bends in, we lift the chest up and across towards that knee. That's it. Your right arm is long by the side of the box. It can even help you find that lift just a little bit. That's it. Left leg stays still, unless you want to move it in a bicycle as well. Totally up to you. Trying to lift the body weight off of that ball as you twist across to the right thigh. Give me a couple more. And that is it. All right, go ahead and stand all the way up, you guys. Good job. You can close your carriage, take your leg out of that loop. We're going to stand up onto the carriage. Ball goes in between the inner thighs again. Come onto your elbows on your box. And now carefully get your feet up onto your foot bar. Press all the way out. Shoulders are over your elbows. We're gonna bend in, press out. We bend and press. Bend and press. That's it. Bend and press. Good. Remember, you can take a pause at any time. We jumped into that one a little bit late. If you want to keep going through your rest, otherwise, you bring one foot down, take a little pause, and we're going right back out into it. Hold that plank. Now push the elbows away and pull back under the shoulders. It's small. It might be about 6 inches. Away and pull under. Spread the collarbones as you pull the elbows under. That belly's pulling up and in. Squeeze the ball in between your legs and make sure you're pushing through your big toes so the ball's not bossing your feet out to the outside of your ankles. Come all the way in. Ditch the ball, hands to the box. All right? We're going to go feet onto the platform. We're going to push all the way out into a plank. Push your right knee to the front of the box, bend in, put the foot down, left knee to the box, push out. Come back in, left foot down, right knee to the box. I want you to really find a press of the knee to the box, and that's where you really get that core turned on. So if you've got long arms like me, you have 2 options. Drop down to your elbows again, all right, or press to the edge of that box instead of the front. Whew. All right, you guys, sit onto your short box, grab your foot strap, throw your right foot underneath it, okay? Don't worry about your springs. Leave that one medium spring. Come into our side overs. Down and up, keeping tension in your foot strap. Make sure that this leg underneath the strap is long, strong, and straight. Parallel, toes forward, pull the quad up. We're working this whole lateral line. That's it. Stay under tension. Really lean out and down. See if you can go one more and then switch to the other side. All right, find that lean, find that tension. Here we go. Down and up. After this, we're going to get a nice stretch through the anterior chain of the body, meaning the front of the body with those into those abs. I promise it'll feel amazing, and then you'll be off and done. Good. That's it. Nice and strong through that top leg. All right. We do need to change the spring. So my suggestion is one heavy and one medium, or just one heavy. We're going to pivot on the front edge of the box, right on the bladder. So it's the easiest way to say it. It's above the pubic bone and below your hip bones. You do not want to be on your waistband. That will make you feel like you're going to throw up. So it's not in the belly that we're pivoting. Think of a seesaw. You're going to come up, lie on top of the box, hands onto your bar, press your arms all the way out straight, press the chest for your springs, and then you lift the legs. So here's that seesaw, okay? From here, the legs go down, the chest lifts up as you pull all the way in. It's a very high extension. You press out and pivot. Legs up, chest down. You get a really strong stretch, being able to lift the arms back behind the head. Okay, now you might find yourself slipping a little bit and having to reposition, like me. I'm gonna pop a spring off, okay? So you wanna be able to keep that pivot point. And we're gonna go one more. So this is a beautiful stretch through the whole front of the body as well as opening those shoulders all the way back. Pull it in and then pop your knees underneath you. Up on top of the box, sit your hips back towards your heels, hands still on the foot bar, and press out. Let your body melt down over the front edge of the box. Your tail is heavy towards your heels, and you're just stretching out your spine. Whenever you can stay there, or whenever you want, carefully lift up, take a breath, give yourself a little shake out, and bravo, you're all done for today. So I'll see you tomorrow for our next one, and drop me notes below to let me know how you enjoyed today's workout. Thanks guys, see you later, bye. If you enjoy my workouts, then join me directly at goneadventuring.com. You'll get access to structured programs that will meet you where you're at and take you far beyond. A personalized calendar that will keep you accountable and help you achieve your specific goals. Exclusive workouts of over 800 individualized workouts. Access to virtual one-on-one coaching with me if desired. And a community to be a part of a greater group of movers just like yourself to help you along your way in your health and fitness journey. If you haven't already visited goneadventuring.com, click the link below in the description and I'll see you there.